Hey, Roger here from Roger's Hot Rod Garage. In this video, we're going to be talking about Chevy small block refresh part number 3. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to be polishing these Corvette valve covers. And then what I did yesterday is you can see my new bling bling cover down there for my one-piece rear main seal. Got this thing painted up yesterday. And I got a little bit of the harmonic balancer pushed up on there. Just waiting now for the Summit Racing order to come in because I got a nice polished aluminum long water pump showing up along with the pulleys on the bottom to match that. So everything is on sale right now at Summit Racing, by the way, because I think today or yesterday or a couple of days ago was this Black Friday thing. Anyway, so check this out. This right here, I love this combination look right here, and here's the reason why. Is because this is something you can't buy from China or Jegs or Summit Racing or wherever you get, whatever small swap meet you attend. The reason why, these are actually original. They've got the little kinks in them, the little dents and everything. So I polished this one this morning, and then I'm going to use my other polishing buffing pad, whatever you want to call it, and get between here right here, because the one I have on there right now is kind of tight. But anyway, what I want to tell you folks here, notice the holes are staggered right here. So these are known as staggered hole valve covers. So that indicates to me it is a true Corvette valve cover. Pre-59, because I know these staggered hole valve covers were pre-59. It might be pre-61. I don't know. Put the comments down there if you know exactly what you're talking about, because I obviously don't. But look, these I can't bolt onto here. This is what's called a center bolt. See the center bolts down here? Center bolt is 4 of them. So there's a kit also on this way from Summit Racing that basically converts these to perimeter bolts. Now I can probably fab some kind of way to do that myself, or just glue those things on there with silicone, because that stuff's like glue. But for safety purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and order the kit. That kit will come right here, it'll push it on here. And then I'm also gonna silicone that down. That's what they actually recommend in the instructions to convert these things over. That way, I've got a fairly new roller motor with high performance GM heads, and it kind of looks old school. That's what I'm after right now. So nice, reliable, good smooth power, a little bit more efficiency with these old looking heads on here, and it'll look pretty cool. What else I can tell you about this thing? Not right now. Let me move over to here and show you this little horse. I picked this up at Venorama like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years ago. This thing is a beast. It'll rip your arm literally off, so you got to pay attention when you use this thing. Check this out. Super smooth, German made. I don't know how many RPMs that is, but that thing is actually getting it. So, and this thing will spin for like the next 2 or 3 minutes, by the way. It's like one of those fidget spinners. Here's my polishing block. I can put on a different polishing pad over here, and check this out. Polishing pad's probably not the right word for it, but this is the one I'm going to use to get between there. You can see that it's a little bit more flexible. This is another one I have. This is actually a very coarse one, and then this is a really fine one right here, but you got to poke the hole right there in the middle. And this is kind of cool how these things go on here. Yeah, I've got my bacon and eggs pan down here, but who cares? So let me show you this one over here. This is the one I use on a regular basis just because it's set up permanently. This is 110 volts. It works perfectly fine. I've got my metal wire brush on this side over here just to take off crap like I did yesterday. And this is the one I just used to polish little small items real quick. This one, I actually drag out the back, and I've got it on this Army acquired tool cabinet. I put some rollers on it, put this on here, got this thing bolted down. But check this out, folks in the United States of America. This is not even 220 volts, it's not 110 volts. This is 380 volts over here in Germany. So this is what they call Stockstrom, which is strong electricity. And like I said, this thing will rip your arm off. So the goal today is to take this one, finish polishing it up on the inside, then move over here and then polish this one off. I got this set of valve covers in either Moultrie, Georgia 2 or 3 years ago, I don't know, or either Daytona Beach 2 or 3 years ago. But you see them laying all around the place. Sometimes they're polished up, sometimes they're not. But this is a pretty cool one right here. And if I'm looking for any kind of writing in here, but there's absolutely no writing. So if I saw the word China in here someplace, then I might be a little bit interested. Wait a minute, there's something right there. It doesn't say China, but there's literally a number right there. I'll hold that still so somebody can go Google whatever that means. But anyway, put these back on here. I'll put my camera over here, and then I'll put all my safety equipment. I think we're still polishing right here. My safety equipment. Some gloves. And then the other glove. I'll grab a valve cover here. This one isn't touched yet. Cut this sucker on. Put some of the paste on. And I think you can probably see that. And I'm just going to give you a quick little show of what this thing can do and what's capable of. Again, you got to put your elbow into this thing. Get a good stand. But it doesn't take a whole lot of time either. Check this out. That was literally live demo. This thing polishes really, really well. And it doesn't leave all that black residue all over the place. So I'm gonna go into time lapse here mode and let you guys watch this for the next 15 seconds. All right, so check this out. I've got this thing pretty well polished up right now. I can't get into little grooves and crevices. So what I'm gonna do, slow this wheel down, hold it over here. I think I got it, what direction? I gotta turn it this direction. It's actually goes on there counterclockwise. Pull it off of there. Grab this one, little polishing cloth. And this is cool. Check how this thing goes on here. Put safety first here, safety glasses on. And then I think just throw it on here like this. Yep. So now I've got the other one on here. I'm gonna try first without putting the polish on it, just seeing what it'll do in these areas. Oh yeah, baby. That one's a lot more flexible. Gets into the curves and doesn't grab it as bad. Oh yeah. So check this out. I'm gonna see if I can't put a little paste on here. Probably should be wearing a respirator or something too, but I'll do that eventually. Oh yeah, see, that gets down into the cracks right there. All right, check this out. I'm getting ready to put these things on here right now. Quick little note right here. It happened whether this thing was made in the USA or not, but this one I had to turn around the other direction and hack off a little bit of the top of that screw right there, just simply because it hits into the actual collector here. Not a big deal. The other ones I left normal length and pointed them down. But check this out. What I wanted to show you here, these are stainless steel. They're just TIG welded up here, spot welded, but then the inside of them are completely TIG welded around and then also ground out by, you know, unfortunately some Chinese guy making about 52 cents an hour. Maybe that's a good salary for them. Relative poverty comes into play, but this right here is actually just powder coated, not stainless steel. It doesn't make a difference. It's like 3/8 of an inch thick, actually a little bit past 3/8. And for the Germans here, this is a 1 centimeter thick right here. So this is important because it doesn't do the twisting and warping as long as you keep these things tight. But look, here's another thing. You've got to. These are stainless steel. If you don't use stainless steel going into an aluminum head like I have over here, you've got to use anti-seize. You can get it in there, but once you pull it out, or the next person a year or 2 or 3 tries to pull this thing out of here, could seize this thing up. So definitely use anti-seize by assembling these things. So anyway, long story short, I've got this one bolted in. I'm gonna throw the gasket on there and button up that aspect of it. That's about it. All right, hey, closing up this video right now. This thing is looking pretty spiffy right now. So I just had an idea about 8 minutes ago. So instead of taking regular air cleaners and putting on here, here's the idea I had. The next time I'm at a swap meet, I'm gonna get myself one of these valve covers right here. I just gotta clean this one up a little bit because of the polishing I just did on it. But what I wanna do is I wanna get one without Corvette on it, and then maybe slice it about right here, right before that little ridge right there. Take just that top piece, put it on top of that, and then put those 3 air elements from K underneath it. That's just an idea. So it'll be this right here, the same theme right here, except for Corvette. Mount it on the top right here, then figure out some kind of mechanism I can close it down here. Anyway, I don't have one of these right now to throw away or as a spare to cut up, but that's what I'll be looking for. I might go check eBay tonight. But anyway, motor looks good. Again, I won't do any more videos until I crank this thing up, and that's not gonna be anytime soon, but the thing looks good. Got it cleaned up. Again, this is the look I was looking for, this old school look. And again, I'm gonna put these perimeter bolt valve covers on center bolt heads. Got the kit on the way. That thing looks pretty decent. I got that thread locked back in here. Everything in the back's buttoned up. This right here is just sitting on here right now. But went ahead and put my headers on with the gaskets. Didn't torque those down, just got them nice and tight. And that's about it. And right in here, where you see these 2 holes right here, I'm gonna get a little piece of stainless steel cover right here and just put a little bling bling on here. I'll put a little design on there. Anyway, that's about it. Roger's Hot Rod Garage. Thanks for watching. Go upstairs and kill Sunday evening. Watch a movie or something on Netflix. Take care. Bye-bye.